First of all, let's cross now to Beirut correspondent Rawad Taha. Rawad, let's talk about those evacuation orders. What are you hearing from where you are?
This is, in fact, a really chaotic evening here in Beirut. I'm not sure if you can hear with me the sound of Israeli drones flying at a very low altitude here in Beirut. Traffic jam across different parts of the city. People are evacuating out of 4 different areas of central Beirut, including Ras Beirut, Mazra'a, Saifbe, and Za'al-Bdat, which is very close to where I'm based. So I'm on the go as well. This is the first time since the beginning of the war and since the beginning of the war of attrition over the past year and 2 months where central Beirut has received evacuation orders by the Israeli army. We've seen different airstrikes over the past couple of weeks in central Beirut, most prominently assassination attempts all of a sudden. But this is the first time that the Israeli army issues evacuation area orders for areas located in central Beirut.
How many people are actually impacted by those evacuation orders, Rawad?
This is almost the entirety. The evacuation order for central Beirut calls for people to stay away from certain buildings in those areas. However, given the fact that the scope of Israeli airstrikes cannot always be expected, so sometimes, in fact, there is the precision airstrikes. Other times, the entire neighborhood is carpet bombed, or neighboring buildings also suffer major damages. So these are basically the 4 main neighborhoods of Beirut, except for the neighborhood of Ashrafiyeh wasn't called for evacuation. Yet those 4 buildings are located in major parts of the city, which are deemed to be expected safe. For example, one of those targets listed is very close to the Central Bank of Lebanon, to the Ministry of Interior Affairs, to the American University of Beirut. So there's at least half of the entire city that's going to be affected in those evacuation orders one way or another, simply because people are choosing to leave even if they are located 300 or 400 or 1 kilometer away from the building, just because the extent of the damages cannot be expected.
Rawad, I'm going to